Hey, this is Jason with RVs Off Grid again. We're going to show you today another install that we did on this 2010 Minnie Winnie. And with all of our installations, each RV is very different. And so these are custom fit to fit inside your particular RV. So we're going to go over everything we did specifically for this RV. Right here we have our Victron Multi Plus 2. So this is a 12 volt system with 12 volt lithium batteries. So this is a 12 volt inverter that outputs a maximum of 3,000 watts. That goes over to our Victron Lynx Power In with all of our mega fuses. Now up on the roof we have 4 panels, and each panel is 200 watts. So he has a total of 800 watts of power up there on the roof. That comes down to our PV switch, then over to our Victron charge controller, or our MPPT, is 150/100, meaning we bring in 150 volts and the max we can put out is 100 amps. Now that's connected to our Lynx Power In as well. So with our Lynx Power In, I like to describe that as the center of the solar system. So each one of your Victron components is connected to and protected with a mega fuse that is inside this Lynx Power In. So if anything crazy goes on with your inverter, then that fuse will blow, and you can they're easily available to get at AutoZone or O'Reilly's. So each one of your components is protected by one of these mega fuses. So then it goes over to our Servo GX. So your Servo GX is the brains behind the whole operation. Every single piece of Victron equipment is connected to your Servo GX. And from there, we'll have our Victron Touch 70, which is mounted inside the RV, where you can monitor your battery levels, how much solar is coming in, what your power usage is currently, as well as some other information on there. So we also installed 2 270 amp hour lithium Battleborn batteries. So their battery bank is a total of 540 amp hours worth of battery. And also this customer wanted to be able to charge his batteries while driving. So we installed the new Victron XS Orion 12-12-50 DC to DC charger. So that means whenever he's going down the road, he can charge his batteries at 50 amps maximum. We also have our Victron shunt. So our shunt goes between our batteries on the negative and our links. And so all that does is it senses how much power is going into the battery and how much is coming out. So you can get an accurate reading of what battery levels you're at. So these specific Battleborn batteries are pretty amazing. They're the new Game Changer batteries, and they have integrated heating. So we installed switches where you can turn them on if this customer is in low temperatures. Lithium batteries don't like to be charged whenever below freezing temperatures. If it's below freezing, then he can go and flip on these switches, which will heat up the batteries so you can continue charging your batteries. All right, so let's talk about the inverter real fast. So right now, the customer has his shore power, and directly from shore power it goes over to his main breaker panel. So how Victron teaches us to install this system is between your shore power and your main breaker panel, we cut that line and we install our inverter. And so whenever he's plugged into shore power, our power will go up into our inverter and then come out over to his main breaker panel. That's called pass-through mode. It'll also charge his batteries whenever you're plugged into shore power. Then the second that you unplug from shore power, the inverter will flip and start sucking power from his battery bank and over to his main breaker panel. So his RV is always going to think that he's plugged into shore power, no matter if he is actually plugged into shore power or if he's out in the boonies and he's running his air conditioner or coffee pot or watching TV. His entire RV is going to be completely off-grid. Everything's going to be able to work. Alright, so that's it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys just this awesome installation. If you have any questions about these Victron products or how you can get something installed on your RV, just give us a call. See you next time.